Hi everybody, it's Karen. Thanks for watching. I want to respond to someone's question last night. I think it was their question. It was kind of their comment. They are feeling like they are getting sabotaged. Like they're trying really hard and everybody's against them, right? They're sober right now. I get this feeling. I know what they're talking about. They're newly sober. They're trying really hard. The kids are pissed. The adult children are pissed off because they haven't gotten sober before, or they keep coming in and out. And there's a boyfriend or a husband or somebody that's on meth who, is probably dragging them down, wants help and help me and pay for this and I need cigarettes, that whole thing. And when you're newly sober, if you are newly sober, you want to take care of that sobriety like it is a priceless gift, right? Even more priceless sometimes than your family, because without this, you don't have a family. So when you get sober, if you are sober and there are people around you that you love that are not sober, you're going to have to let them go. Doesn't mean forever. It means right now. If you've ever been in a swimming pool or in a body of water with someone that can't swim, you know that it's horrible because you're trying to save them and you're trying to pull them out of the water and they keep pulling you under, right? So that's what this is. This disease is trying to kill you. You have got to save yourself. You got to save yourself first. Like you go on an airplane and they tell you to put the mask on yourself and then put it on your kids. You have got to put the mask on yourself, okay? If you are going to put this guy, whoever it is, husband, the specific person I'm talking to, so I'm not just making this up. If you're going to put him above your kids, you're making a big mistake, okay? Because it sounds like your kids are sober and they have been waiting for you for years and they've had it. And you've got this one chance. And if you blow this chance, they're out. You don't want to risk that, okay? The other reason about him is it sounds like if he is hanging around, you might lose your housing. You don't want to do that. You're going to be homeless with this guy and you think you're going to stay sober and he's going to do meth? It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It'd be better if you stay sober in your house and let him be on the street doing meth until he figures out that he needs to get well. And then there's programs for him. If he doesn't have any insurance or any money, he can go to the Salvation Army or the Rescue Mission or someplace where they have a program. And they do have programs in your area, okay? Alcoholics and addicts are very resourceful people. So I was just talking to someone about this morning, and she was resonating with the video I did yesterday. And she loves somebody that's a meth addict, the father of her kids, right? And at some point, you have to get very clear that this person is really sick, right? So while you're trying to stay sober, you need to back up from them as far as you can. If they want help, there is help, and there are people that have been sober a lot longer than you that can help them. You have to protect your sobriety. You have to protect your children. You have to protect your job. If you're newly sober and you finally have a job, if you have a home, you want to protect that, okay? You want to stay the course one day at a time. This God or higher power that you have found that is keeping you sober, whether it's the universe, whether it's the AA group you go to, whatever you call that, if you call that God, everybody has their own God. So the person you love, your him, has a God, and God has a plan for them, and God will help them. If they're supposed to get sober, they will maybe even see you. Maybe you're an example, and you're going to be able to stay sober, and then he or they or whoever it is going to find their way, okay? It's very hard. I know it is, but it's a sink or swim deal, okay? Like I said yesterday, this disease is out to kill them, you, your children, everybody. It really is. It's a killer. And if it doesn't physically kill you, it'll make you neurotic and insane. And unfortunately, our children get the worst of that. So I hope that helps you. I want you to give them over to God. Give the hims, the thems, the theys, the she's, the hers, the hims, all over to God. Okay? If you're trying to get sober, it's very rare you see two people get sober together. Like, they can get sober at the same time, but usually not together. If you do it together, then if one goes down, like I said about the drowning thing, the other one goes down. So you always want to make sure one of you has got your feet on the ground, and it's usually the sober one, okay? The sober one. So you want to stick with the winners. I used to hate it when they'd say that. The winners are the people that show up in the rooms that are trying to move forward, okay? Everyone else that is crying and whining and needs cigarettes and a place to sleep, they're not moving forward. They're trying to stay afloat. They got their little heads sticking out of the water. They will be fine. Let them figure it out. Tell them where the nearest meeting is, right? Tell them to call the Salvation Army, to call the rescue mission. If they need help finding help, they can contact me. You know, the problem is a lot of people don't want help. You want them to have help. They really don't care. Not yet, right? They're fine. So, you know, and you got to figure that they have an answer. They're treating their alcoholism with whatever drug they're using, and the consequences are horrendous. But they're doing what they got to do, okay? You have to do what you have to do. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to move forward? Do you want to go towards the light? Or you want to go back? You know what I mean? It might seem heartless to say that, but if you go forward, then you're leading the way for those other ones when they're ready. Okay? So stay the course. Stay in meetings. All right? Look after your sobriety like it's the most important thing on the planet. Love your children and put them first, because you owe. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.